Now's it working? Fucking hell. I need to see if this damn microphone is working before I start this whole thing. I guess we'll go back to the headphones, and then if this doesn't work, we'll just use my laptop. My bad. Alright, maybe this will work. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, looks like we're going with no headphones. Sorry guys, welcome back to AJ Stember MMA. Today we're going to be going down UFC 288, and let's see if I can get some predictions right today. I'm not sure about most of these people, like who they are. And I'm not sure how to stream either. I'm not sure if you can see me right now. If you can't, I've never actually used YouTube to live stream. Alright, here we go. I need to see the card because I don't exactly remember who's fighting on the prelims. But we're going to go down the prelims. And apparently all of these fights are canceled. Like most of them at least. A bunch of good ones. I know Bryce Mitchell was supposed to fight, and he's not. So we got Andre Petrovsky. I think I've heard his name before. Canceled. And that's in the prelims. Don't know you. Kaylin Williams. Isn't this Chaos? Let me click on him. Yeah, the Ox Fighter. Then I don't know. Okay, Chaos. That's his middle name. I know this dude is crazy. Like, literally fucking crazy. He just comes in there with a bunch of hooks and just storms you. But I don't know this Rolando Bedonia. So, I guess first pick, I'm going to go with Chaos. And that's just because I know him and I don't know the other guy. But I don't think I know many people on this prelim. Oh, it's not working. There we go. I'm going to go keep scrolling, see if I know. Drew Dober. I know Drew Dober. He hasn't fought in a long time, right? Or am I tripping about that? Either way, I'm picking Drew Dober just because I know him. But what's really interesting is this main card. This main card is stacked, or was stacked, before everything got canceled. So it says Charles Oliveira and Dariush were supposed to fight. That was in the that was in the making for a long time. So of course it got canceled. And Bryce Mitchell, I know his shoulder, something with his shoulder. I saw his arm was all purple and shit. So, yeah, that's sad. Bryce Mitchell, he's a good fighter. You know, crazy fucking guy, but good fighter. Kron Gracie, I heard about this. This is actually one of the Gracie family. So, I don't know anything about Charles Jourdain, but I'm going with Kron Gracie all the way just because, you know, Gracie's rule everything. They're always on top. Diego Lopez and Movsar Ivolev. I don't know who these guys are. This Movsar Ivolev is 16-0 though, so 16-0 in MMA, hard to get. But now let's take these final three fights seriously. Jessica Andrade versus Jan Yoxokowen. Now I actually need to search on YouTube right now. Jessica Andrade highlights, because I've heard of her. It's been super long time since I actually saw her fight. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, so I'm just going to turn it down. Turn that down. There we go. Okay. Damn, she laid that girl out cold. So she has good hooks from what I've seen in the first clip. Yeah, really good hooks. Okay. Showing me the same highlight 5 times. I got this girl a nice guillotine. What else you got, Jessica? Damn, she's pulling this girl. Okay. So she's more of a brawler than anything. Now let's go to this other chick. What's her name? Yan Yakokskaya. I don't know. I do not know how to say your name. I apologize. I'm not Joe Rogan. Okay. Xiowan something. Yan Yakskokawan. Let's see what you got. To be fair, I'm probably gonna go with this chick just because she's Chinese. Those Chinese dominate the UFC. It's no. I'm sorry. What was that one other girl? She was really good, but I haven't heard of her in a while. Wei Li. Yeah, that they're just different over there, man. Something in the water. All right, so she took a knee there. Oh, that good sidekick. Okay, so she like what Taekwondo, karate, or some shit. She doesn't like the clinch. I saw that other girl, Jessica Andrade. She did like to getting close. Oh no, she did initiate the clinch there. Head kick. Okay, so she's way faster than the other chick, but that other chick has a lot of muscles and a lot of power. Okay, I think I can go off of there. So Jessica Andrade versus Yan Yoksukoan. I think I'm just gonna go with my gut here and go with the Yan Yoksukoan girl. Don't know how to say her fucking name. Just because I saw Jessica Andrade has 10 losses and 24 wins, and I think probably those losses have something to do with whenever she's throwing those hooks, her mouth or her jaw is wide open. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Yan chick from what I've seen, and pretty much like that's the 5 minutes I was just watching. But here we go. Here are some people that I actually fucking know. This card was, it was stacked with a bunch of good names, but here we are. We got Gilbert Burns and Bilal Muhammad. Bilal Muhammad, I'm going to have to go back and see some of his highlights again because I don't think he's fought in a while. I think it might have been the last time that I saw him fight at least was against, what's his name? Leon. All right, let's look. Excuse me. And I think I was watching that fight live. Okay. Is he a wrestler? Because that's the first highlight that I'm seeing. Him choking this dude out. All right, him stand up. Let's see what you like, Bilal. He looks tired in this clip. I wish I knew this other dude's name. Yeah, he's a wrestler for sure. This is the second time I've seen him getting back control. But that being said, see, that's all I need to see from just those two highlights. Gilbert has been in there. He's been active. He's been fighting fucking Usman. He's been, absolute dog in the sport right now, Gilbert. So, man, I don't see many people going against Gilbert and like winning, in the lower rankings. Like I can't see Bilal Muhammad beating Gilbert Burns. Gilbert's just been in there. He's been active, and Bilal, everybody likes to hate on him, but that looked pretty good from what I saw. The 5 seconds. And granted, I have seen Gilbert fight a lot more than I've seen Bilal fight. So I'm going with Gilbert just because he's been fighting the best of the best in the division. And, he lost to Usman, but Usman's a dog too. So what are you going to do? I'm going with Gilbert. Easy. But now the main event, Was this supposed to be the main event? Yeah, it was. And Dariush and Oliveira were supposed to be co-main. Okay. Yeah. Oh, another thing. Bilal and Gilbert had stepped up on short notice. I forgot to mention that. That's a big thing. And Gilbert had been fighting. So people think like whenever you come back after a fight, like you're damaged and shit. No. I mean, you might be, right? But more likely than anything, you're just gonna be fresh because you were just in the cage, you just fought, you just felt those bright lights, and now Gilbert's going right back in to fight Bilal Muhammad out of all people. Yeah, that 1-0 contest is from that Leon fight, right? So Bilal's got something to prove, and Gilbert, he's just doing his thing, really. So now let's talk about Aljamain versus Henry Cejudo. This is one of those fights for me that's really like a toss-up. I don't know if Aljamain's gonna dominate or Henry's gonna dominate, but I feel like both of them are such unstoppable forces. It's gonna be a great fucking fight either way. But let's go look just for the fun of it because we've been doing it for everyone else. Let's go look at Aljamain Sterling highlights. Because I have seen both of these fighters, but not in a very long time. I know I don't need to see much on Aljamain. He just wants to be anything. What's it called? Bring anything as a backpack day at school. He is the human backpack. Yeah, so I really don't need to see Aljamain. I know what he's going to try to do. So let's go with Henry. Cejudo. All right. And I know Aljamain looked pretty fucking heated at the face-off. All right, Henry Cejudo. I know he beat Mighty Mouse, and that's like... Oh, and yeah, he beat Dominic Cruz, too. Yeah, Cejudo is a fucking dog. He was an Olympic gold medalist, right? For wrestling. I might not subscribe to UFC, out of all things. Let me scroll. There we go. Come on, don't show me no walkouts. We ain't got time for that. This is way earlier in his career versus Rissy's. I'm butchering these names today. Yeah, there's a mouse in the crowd. That's how you know it's old. We're going to have to talk about Mighty Mouse winning that decision last night in a second. Well, first comes first. I was supposed to do this live stream last night, but I fell asleep. So, you know, it is what it is. Come on, UFC. This is highlights. I don't want to see him walking out for 30 seconds. Oh, yeah, he fought Marlon Moraes, right? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, his wrestling's good, but Aljamain, man, see, this is like a resume versus who's more active here. Like Henry Cejudo has a fucking great resume, but Aljamain's been out there, and you know he might be the fake champ, but he beat Jan's ass the second time, made him look like he didn't even belong there. Oh shit! This is one of those where I can see it going either way completely and not even be mad about it. Because Aljamain, he's been hated on, but he's still holding that belt. And you know it feels bad feeling like the fake champion. But now Henry's about to come in here and try to get that belt back. Honestly, maybe this fight comes out to who wants it more. And I think Aljamain Sterling might want it more than Henry Cejudo does at this point. Because Henry's been out of the game for how many years now? When was Henry's last fight? I need to check that. Henry Cejudo last fight. Dominic Cruz. When was this? This was in 2020. Okay, that's not that long ago. Why are people making such a big deal out of that? And it was against Dominic Cruz of all people. Ooh, man, it's fucking hard. I can see both of them winning, like I've said, but if I really have to like break this fight down, First round, what's going to happen? I think Henry is going to come on real strong in the beginning, go with a bunch of crosses, leg kicks, try to, come off strong. I think Aljamain's not going to be able to make the adjustment until round 2, and then that's when the wrestling's going to come into play. I don't see Henry Cejudo overpowering Aljamain Sterling. I just don't see it for whatever reason. Whenever Aljamain gets on Henry's back, which it will happen in this fight, I don't see Henry finding a way out unless, like, this reminds me of the Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler fight. You got a good grappler and you got a good mixed martial artist. They were both wrestlers. I think Chandler was All-American. Oh, man, this is... Well, we know how that Michael Chandler fight ended. Getting knocked the fuck out. So you got to think. If Aljamain gets on Henry's back, I don't think he's going to get out until he's asleep. Aljamain's just a fucking backpack, man. That's what he is. But I can see Henry getting on top of Aljamain and just raining punches down on him and the ref coming in and calling it. But if I'm going with my gut, I'm going with Aljamain. I think Sterling is going to choke him out within 2 or 3 rounds. My gut's telling me round 2. It's just, man, not only did Aljamain come back and, prove that he is the champ against Jan, he did it after a neck surgery. He got an artificial disc in his neck and came back and fucking won convincingly. And that type of grit, man, I think that's going to outweigh Henry Cejudo just wanting another belt. Because Aljamain, but he did look very emotional at the press conference, so that could work with him or against him. But either way, I think I'm picking Aljamain, not by a lot. If I had to guess, Henry Cejudo, same round 2, but TKO. But if I was betting money on it, Aljamain, this is not a fight I would bet money on. I've been getting most of my picks right, but this is just one of those ones where I don't know who's going to come out on top. Usually I'll have a good, idea, but this is a toss-up. It's a really good fight. But that's it for UFC 288 picks. Let's go and talk about that Mighty Mouse fight. I predicted that he wouldn't win by KO. I thought he'd win by decision, and I was right. But I actually haven't seen any highlights from the fight or anything. I know he had a bunch of good clinch work from what I hear. So let's, just for the GOAT's sake, let's go look at EJ versus Mariah's 3 highlights. And the promotion for this fight was garbage. I didn't hear anything about it until the night of, which is crazy. I saw no promotion I didn't even know where DJ had been fighting. I didn't know if it was One Championship or PFL or what. It was really bad promotion. I should have known DJ was fighting for like weeks by now. All right. Come on. When was this? 11 hours ago. Oh, is this dude not showing me highlights? Okay, yeah, he is. Let's see. Oh, it's not going to load? Okay. Well, it's not going to load. Either way, the GOAT came back, defended his belt. He said he's not going to retire, or he said he's going to talk about it, but that did not sound like a retirement speech at all. So, excuse me. I think we might see more of the Mouse in the future, and I'm glad because I love it. I love the Mouse. Great fighter. I'm going to have to go and look at those highlights and see how good he actually did. But from what I saw, they're like very brief 15 seconds or 20 seconds I was watching. He was fucking kneeing him in the face and like jumping up to knee him. Yeah, Mighty Mouse. Like I said, I didn't think he'd knock him out again because that timing was so perfect in the second fight where DJ hits him with the cross and then follows him and knees him afterwards. That was so perfect. It'd have to take the most perfect timing to do that again. And I didn't want to discount that he could knock him out, but, I thought safe to say that DJ would win with a decision, and he did. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in to this live stream. I'm gonna go on Instagram. I'm gonna put my predictions on there too, and let's see if I'm right, because I don't think I'm gonna watch this card. Maybe I'll watch the Aljamain versus Cejudo, but I just need to know the results. I need to know if my predictions were right. And thank you all for watching. Go follow my Instagram at AJStember_MMA, and we're gonna do a ton of live streams like this. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.